In this video, we will look at the rules for giving variable names. So in a bigger size program, or if you're developing a big project, then it may be having lots of variables. So sometimes even giving a variable name becomes a challenge. So here we will learn about the rules that you must take care while declaring variable names, and also some guidelines so that you don't face problems while deciding variable names. So here I have list of rules. First I will read out them, then one by one I will explain you separately. See, the first thing is the variable names are case sensitive. Means if you have in lowercase or uppercase, they are different. Then variable name can have alphabets, numbers, but no special characters except underscore or dollar. Then a variable name must start with an alphabet. It cannot start with a number, or it can start with underscore or dollar. These are the special symbols allowed. So you can start the variable name with these also. And variable name should not have a keyword. This one, it should not use any keyword. So keywords are the built-in words of a compiler, that Java compiler directly understand those words. So you should not use those keywords. Then you should not use any built-in class name. And if you are using that class in the program, that it cause problem. So you should not use class names also. We will see about all these things. Then there is no limit on the length of a variable name. So the name can be as long as possible. That's up to you. And follow camel cases. So let us look at all these one by one. First one is variable names are case sensitive. It means suppose I am declaring a variable of type integer amount, right? Then I have one more variable, integer amount. So one is starting with a lowercase letter, other one is uppercase letter. Are these two same variables? No, these two are two different variables. You cannot declare two variables with the same name in the same method of a Java program. Like example, if I declare variable x, and again for float I am taking a variable that is x again once again, so this is not allowed. So two variables cannot have same name. This is not allowed. Then this is possible. Like if I have a variable integer x, this is of lowercase, then I can have one variable, let us say float only. I will take float, and this is uppercase x. So these two variables are different. So variables are case sensitive. If you change the case, then a variable is different. And for this one, if I continue and say integer amount, right? Same only, amount, capital T. Now, this is a different variable because the last letter is different. This is lowercase and here is an uppercase. So even if a single letter is different in cases, then it's a different variable name. Though the word is same, amount and amount, but the cases are different, so variables are different. So this gives much flexibility for the programmer. He can use same name with different cases also. Then next. So next rule is variable name can have alphabets, numbers, or these special characters. So I can declare a variable, let us say integer type variable, room 1. So I can use alphabets also, and also I can use a number. Numbers are also allowed. Or I will say cabin 151. So this is a variable name. So yes, I can use numbers also. So numbers are allowed. Then what is the use of underscore and dollar? Sometimes a variable name may have multiple words. Like suppose I have a variable that is integer type room number. I want to use both these words. So I can separate them by using underscore. Spaces are not allowed. Space is also a special character. That is not allowed. So I can use underscore. Or float total dollar amount. So this is the total amount. So dollar is acting like a separator in between two words. So this is how you can make use of special characters. So we saw that we can use letters, we can use numbers, and these two special characters. If you have multiple words, you can separate them with these symbols. Now next rule is, a variable name should start with an alphabet or any of these symbols. So I can declare a variable byte x1, but I cannot declare a variable byte 1x. This is not allowed. See, the first letter is 1. This is not allowed. But I can declare a variable like this, byte underscore x is allowed, or even dollar is allowed. So these symbols are allowed. They can be a starting symbol or starting letter of a variable name, but a number cannot be a starting letter of a variable name. The next rule is, a variable should not be a keyword. So here is a list of keywords. In a table you find all these are keywords of Java compiler. So don't worry, you don't have to remember them now. So slowly you will learn about them and you will also remember them. So as you go on using them, you will be remembering them. So few of them I will read out, like abstract, if is there, do or else, or for is a keyword, new is a keyword. So it means I cannot declare any variable like this, float, new. So new is a keyword, so I cannot use this as a variable name. Or I cannot say integer, this is a keyword here. So I cannot say integer this. This will be wrong. So these are not allowed. And even if you see, float is also a keyword. Here is a float. So I cannot say float. So actually this is a data type and this means a variable. So variable cannot be a float. Or I cannot say integer float. See, I am declaring a variable of type integer and its name is float. No, this is not allowed. So it should not be a keyword. Then let us look at the next one. A variable name should not be a class name. And if it is also used in the same program. See, there are lot of built-in classes available in Java. Now again, you will be knowing about those classes slowly, right? So don't worry right now. But one of the class we have already seen it, that is a string. There's a class, right? So I cannot declare a variable like this. I should not declare it, right? Though it is allowed, but I should not declare it. So actually, it's a good practice to avoid class names as variable names. So there are various classes. One more class we have seen, like in previous video I have shown you this class, integer class is there. Right, integer class. So I am declaring a variable of type float and its name is integer. So I should not use this one. Now next rule, here, there is no limit on the size or the length of a variable name. You can declare a variable name as small as possible, or you can declare a variable name as large as you want. Like integer, I am writing a variable name, number of students in, I am separating with the dollars, right? CSE department. So as much as you want, you can go on writing it. So like this, you can declare a very lengthy variable name also. So it's a freedom given to the programmer. Let us look at next. Follow camel cases. So what are camel cases? I will show you. See, I have to declare a variable of type byte and it is a roll number. So for giving a roll number, I can use either underscore and say number, or here I can use a dollar. But it is suggested that you declare the variables like this. A roll is the first word. Then number is the next word, so start it with capital letters. Just the first letter of a word must be capital, except for the first word. I'll show you one more. Float, I have to declare a variable name as average marks of class. So average, okay, average marks. So now take capital. See, first word average, I did not take capital. Next word I am taking capital. Then average marks of, O capital, class, C capital. So these are camel cases. So every word's first letter is capital except the first word. So the rule is that every word's first letter is capital. Okay. So this notation is followed by Java, and most of the latest programming languages follow this notation. So it is suggested that you also follow this notation. It will be easy for reading. Instead of using underscore or dollar, it's easy to find the next word by a capital letter at the beginning of a word. So you don't need underscores or dollars. So that's all. These are the rules. Now next I will declare few variables and show you which are following or not following the rules. So let us see what happens. Yeah, here I have a skeleton of a program. Let us declare some variables and I will show you integer x. One is small letters, another one is capital letter. So I said that the variables are case sensitive, so both should be allowed. So I will just save it and quickly I will compile and run. Compile. So I don't have to run, there is nothing in the program. So it is compiling means there is no error in the program. So it is allowed. Then I have told you that we are not allowed to use spaces. So I will take roll space number. This is a variable name. Let us check what happens. See, expected semicolon. So it is not saying that space is not allowed. Compiler doesn't know that you are trying to declare a variable. It says that after roll, the variable name has finished, then after that you should have given semicolon. That's what it is saying. Now I have shown you that we can use underscore as well as dollar. So I will use both dollar roll number student. So I just gave one more word, roll underscore number and then dollar student. So whether it's allowed or not, let us check. I will save it and I will compile. So if there is no error means it is allowed. Yes, it is allowed. So this is perfect. So you can use underscores and dollars. Then I told you that a variable name should not start with a number. 1x is not allowed, right? So it can start with a underscore or dollar. Let us see this. See, for 1 it is giving an error, right? Not for dollar. So not for underscore. So I'll remove this one. This is having an error. So I will save it and compile once again. It should not give any error. Yes, it is not giving any error. It means that underscore can be a starting letter of a variable name. Now next I have shown you that you cannot declare a variable name as a keyword. So this is a keyword. Int is a keyword, right? So it's an error. See, not a statement. It is saying something else. And again saying semicolon expected. After float, you should have declared a variable and given semicolon. So it is giving some error message, but it's not allowed. It's not saying that you cannot use keyword. Next, I should not use class name. I am using a class name here. I'll remove all these things. Declaring a variable of type integer and its name is a string. Then I will say system.out.println and I will say string. See what happens. It's working. There is no error. It's working. So it is allowing me to declare a variable name as a class name. The next thing I have shown you that we should follow camel cases. So here I will declare one variable integer roll number of student. So this is camel case. Average marks of class. These are camel notations. So you can follow these camel notations. I'll save it and just compile and see whether it is allowing or not. Yes, there is no error. So this type of variables are allowed. So it is suggested you follow. So that's all. You can try this thing by yourself. In the next video, I will explain about literals, the valid literals. See, you are learning just basic concepts that you must be aware of these things. We will be using them in the coming videos.